Ashton United TV following a 6-0 thumping at home to Stockport County. Jody, another convincing loss. Going into the first 20 minutes, do you think we actually looked quite capable before that flurry of goals?
Yeah, we've had a mad 5 minutes, haven't we? Which obviously we're capable of, which has just been proven time and time again this season. Yeah, I thought for 25 minutes, we looked solid. The shape was good. We were limited their opportunities. We were creating opportunities ourselves. And then we make a mistake really from their corner. John Roberts switches off, so they get Matty Warburton gets in behind us, and then Scott Kay's got to bring him down. And I think Luke's got to do better with the free kick. It's on his side. I think he's got to save it. And then we obviously a little passage of play down the left-hand channel as well. It got in too easy, and I mean that's the difference at the end of the day. They've got quality footballers in that final third who can score goals out of nothing. And they've done that in that little 5 minutes. Obviously, then they've won a penalty. Thought James Jones could have done better, but he should have been stronger and not let the centre forward get in front of him. And obviously, he says he's got a toe to it, but once the lad's got in front of him, he's every right to go down. Really, obviously, he's having to reach round him to get the ball. So, penalty, game over, 3-0. And it's just a salvage job really at half time, trying to pick the lads up. I think what happened after the first goal is that everybody's heads dropped, and it undid all the good work that we'd done in the first 25 minutes, where I thought we were, again, I didn't think there was anything between the two teams. But as what happens when you're down there and you're losing games and you're conceding goals, your head is going to drop at the end of the day. At this moment in time, this doesn't look like this football club can compete at this level. I look at their bench today and I look at the players they've got on starting to stand on the pitch. We're a million miles away from that. I've got 3 lads on 75 quid sat on the bench. And they're probably bringing on £400-500 footballers, and that's what we're up against at this moment in time. We can't really go out. We've got to try and rely on loans and nick a couple of players here and there that way, because we can't blow anyone out of the water financially. Can't even go in the league below and pick a best player out there because we just can't afford it. And it's unfortunate. Obviously, we're having to make. We lost Craig Hobson. We've sat on the bench at Alfreton and on silly money. Obviously, we've lost Brad Jackson this week to Chester, which is another massive blow. We're just getting we can't afford our best players to be cherry picked, which is what's happening at this moment in time. And we can't afford to replace the players that are gone. We can't afford to bring Robbo back. We couldn't afford to keep Brad Jackson, and obviously he's got the opportunity to go and play for a big football club at this level. And he did very well for us. So, we wish him well. But this is the world we're living in right now. That if we bring anybody in, if they do well, they're going to get a move somewhere else. So it's an impossible situation for us at the moment. We've got to try and stick in there, stick together. Keep going, keep doing trying to do the right things, and start to see if we can pick up points off the teams in and around us. And obviously we've got to aim for that fourth bottom really to see if we can survive. We've got teams coming up in and around us at Christmas time now. There's a lot of games. We've got to keep, like I said, we've got to keep going. Got to stick together. I'm not going to hammer the players. They're giving me everything they've got right at this moment in time. There's nobody not giving 100%, and they're all giving 100% at this moment in time. It's just a lack of quality that's showing at this moment in time, which is unfortunate, and it's difficult to change right now.
You mentioned going into the game, obviously the heads dropped. Would you like to see more from maybe the leaders in and around the squad, or can you literally not ask for more? I think it's disappointing, but it's the mentality thing right now. Is that we're down there, we're losing games, we're losing heavily at times as well. So that your mentality does shift slightly. It's hard to get that winning mentality, and I would like to see that from some of the senior players. Like I said, I think our shape just got ragged after we conceded the second goal. It really did affect the mentality of the players, and you could see them physically wilt. And then obviously we stopped doing the things that we discussed in training on Thursday and before the game, and
we stopped doing those things, and that allowed them to move the ball, shift the ball, and pick up more space than they were doing in the first half an hour and creating more opportunities. So that was disappointing. But again, I can't fault the lads' effort, I can't fault their endeavour, I can't fault the willingness to win and do well at this level. They just, as I said, we are falling short. There's no getting around it.
Yeah, so moving on to Saturday, Jody, you may not agree with this, but is it more? Would you say Southport's a more important game than Stockport, considering where they are in the table? Is it the more game that you want to win?
Listen, they're all tough. I mean, we're going about budgets. You know, Southport have got a lot of money. They're a big football club. They've got FA Cup money behind them now as well, and I don't expect them to be where they are. Come the end of the season, I expect them to start climbing the table. You know, they've got a manager that's been there, done it, and they've got experienced footballers, and they're on a decent run as well. You know, they've just got to the second round of the FA Cup. The tails are up, and they've been picking up good wins in the league as well. So, yeah, in theory, they're in and around us, but they're not. Listen, you know, football club wise, they're not a rival of ours, and we don't expect to be going and turning them over by any stretch of the imagination. We've had 2 good games against them early in the season. Are we weaker now and they're stronger? I would say so. I would say we're weaker now. You know, we've lost big players since we played them in the FA Cup and we played them in the league. I don't think we're quite the same side as we were at those times. So it's going to be a tough game. I think we need to be looking at the likes of obviously the Darlingtons, the Curzons that are down in and around us. I thought Alfreton was a big loss here. I thought they were there for the taking. I thought that was a big 3 points for us potentially at home. I thought that was a good opportunity to get 3 points on a team in and around us. So we've got to look at a little mini league in and around us. Those 8 teams in and around the bottom of the league. CFC United are down there. Obviously they've had a bit of an upturn since the new managers come in. Nuneaton are down there. So we've just got to. Steve, we can keep our heads above water at this moment in time, so it's not going to be easy. You know, we know that. We've just got to try and find a way of not conceding like we are. Which, you know, we have to go and look at ourselves as a management team as well, really, because we're changing the personnel and we're getting the same results. So maybe it's something that we're doing. I mean, if you look at the goals, they're not coming from the way we're set up and the way we're playing. You know, I think that Liam's got done for the 4th down the side, and then we're letting Matty Warburton pull off us in the box and get that time. He should be getting time and space in the box there, and then we're getting a free header off a corner. So, you know, what do we do? You know, other than get someone that can win headers. You know, we set them up. We give them lots of information on set pieces, defending, attacking. We give them lots of information where they need to be in and out of possession. And I think we set them up to play. You know, we've played some decent stuff tonight, as you can see. We're just a bit of a soft touch going the other way, and since we've lost Hobson, we don't look a threat going forward now either. I think that's 5 goals in 11 games we've scored. Lost count the amount we've conceded.
I couldn't even tell you, Jody.
So yeah, we haven't got an abacus big enough, have we? So we need to find a way of getting a focal point again. Obviously we had Hobbo in there that held the ball up really well, and we knew we could play the ball into him, he'd keep it, and he'd enable us to get up the pitch and give us a bit of structure to our shape, because obviously with the ball's going in there and it's coming back again, you're transitioning and you're unable to get that shape set, because obviously the ball is ricocheting about quite a bit. So
could do with a prime Jody Banim.
No. I think we just need to stick together, like I said before. We need to stick together, and we need to train well on Thursday. We'll prepare for obviously Southport on the Saturday, so they'll come here to see if we can get the pitch right for Saturday. And you know, and football's a mad game, innit? You know, you could go and win Saturday, and you know everyone's happy again. So that's what we've got to look forward to. We can't throw the towel in. I certainly won't be throwing the towel in. It's not in my nature, and it's not the way I've conducted my football career as a player, and certainly as a manager in the short time that I've been one. So I I'll be fighting right to the end till it's mathematically impossible for us to stay in this league. I'll be fighting for every single point, and I'll make sure that the players are doing the same. If they're not, then they might as well leave, because I won't accept that. You know, whether we're getting beaten against a massive football club, let's have it right, against Stockport County, it's you know, it's a privilege for a club the size of ours to be, you know, at the same level as them. I think that what we did last season is obviously the fruits of our labour from last season. We get a fixture against these. Disappointing that we've been beaten so heavily, but there you go.
Okay, Jody, thank you very much for speaking to us. I'll see you on Saturday against Southport.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.